Can you actually find a one-bedroom flat in London for £1,500 a month or less? That's what I'm trying to figure out today. I make videos about renting in London for all kinds of budget, and I always keep it real and transparent. Last week I shared 7 studio apartments, all under £1,500 a month. But this week I want to see if we can stretch the same budget and get a proper one-bedroom flat instead. Let's jump in and see what's out there. This first flat is advertised at £1,500 a month, and it is very central, just south of the Thames in Elephant and Castle. The station is just a 3-minute walk, and from there you get the Northern Line and Bakerloo Line. This is what the building looks like, and the flat is on the 3rd floor. There is no floor plan, but we can see in the pictures that there is a separate kitchen, a living room, and a bedroom. The kitchen is great. There is space, lots of shelves and cupboards for storage, a full-size fridge, a washing machine, and even a window. Then there is the reception room. It's a very good size, it looks clean and well maintained. I approve. And then this is the bedroom. It is an okay size and there is a bit of storage. One thing that I notice here is that I'm pretty sure the furnishing is not real and was added by AI. If we zoom on this corner, the line of the wall completely disappears, which feels wrong. So this is something to keep in mind if you decide to go for a viewing, but it's not necessarily a red flag. I see more and more listings with AI-powered furnishing, and it definitely helps them stand out. We just have to make sure that it is not used to hide a big issue. And then this is the bathroom, where, again, I think these shelves don't exist in real life. But other than that, there is a bath and enough space. So overall, this flat looks good. It's in a great location, well maintained, and it actually feels like a proper apartment. The only concern is this AI furniture, something to keep in mind if you go for a viewing. Let's move to the next one. This flat is advertised at £1,500 a month, and it is in South London in Clapham. The closest station is Clapham South, which is not really in walking distance, it's a 25-minute walk. You can also take a bus and be at the station in 15 minutes, but still. That's something to keep in mind if you move around London a lot and you need quick access to public transport. However, this flat is huge. It's almost 55 square meters or 590 square feet. At this price in this neighborhood, I've never seen that before. There is a very spacious kitchen where you can set up a dining area or a home office area, and then there is a reception room that leads to the bedroom. Now, let's look at some pictures. This is what the kitchen looks like. It's not necessarily my style, but it is a decent size and all our basics are here. A proper stove oven, a washing machine, a window, and some storage. The door in the kitchen opens to the back garden that you share with the people living in the upstairs part of the house. And in this part of the picture we can see the dining area. I think this space is not used to its full potential. You can definitely do something here, whether it's a more pleasant dining area or adding a desk if you work from home. Then this is the living room. It has a cute fireplace and a small window. It's nothing special, but it is well maintained and practical. And finally, here's the bedroom, which is very spacious. There is room for a double bed or even a king size if you'd like, and plenty of storage. I think this flat is perfect for someone who is looking for more space than average for this budget and still want to be central, but doesn't use public transport too often. As always, it's about what you prioritize and what your non-negotiables are. I think having a crystal clear understanding of these criteria can completely change your flat hunting experience. If you'd like to learn more, I'll link another video where I do a deep dive on this topic. We are changing neighbourhoods now. This flat is listed at £1,300 a month and it's located in North London in the neighbourhood of Golders Green. The station is a 7-minute walk and the high street is nearby as well. It's 54 square meters or 580 square feet. This place is huge and it has an unusual layout. Let's start with the bedroom that has big windows and a good amount of storage. There are these drawers and a wardrobe, but you also have several built-in cupboards in the flat to make the most of the areas with low ceilings. The bathroom is accessed through the bedroom, which is not ideal, and the bathroom itself is not the most modern, but it's still okay. There is a bit of storage here and a window for ventilation. Now let's move to the main area, which is quirky but interesting. The kitchen is basic, but has everything you need. A proper stove oven, a bit of storage, a window, and the fridge is tucked away in this corner, so no wasted space. Then this space is your reception area, where you will need to fit your sofa. It's not huge, but I think there is still a way to make it comfortable and practical. One downside about this room is that it might not get a lot of natural light, but this will be easier to see during a viewing. And finally, there is this corner that I think would be perfect for a home office. There is a window, it's wide enough to fit a desk. If it was for me, I think I'd have a lot of fun designing my perfect setup. I think this flat has a lot of potential. The layout is a bit quirky, but the space and storage make up for it. Overall, it is a good option for £1,300 a month. The next place is on the smaller side, but it's been fully refurbished and looks brand new. This flat is advertised at £1,500 a month and it's located in West London in Ealing. The closest station is West Ealing, which is a 5-minute walk. This flat is about 30 square meters or 350 square feet and it's on the lower ground floor. More on that later. There is an open kitchen, but the main room has an L shape, so you still have a dedicated cooking and living area. The kitchen looks great and brand new. There is tons of storage and counter space, integrated everything, fridge, oven, dishwasher. The living room area is a good size as well and has big windows, which hopefully will make up for the fact that we are on the lower ground floor, at least a little bit. The bathroom is spotless and ticks all the boxes. Big shower, mirror, shelf and storage, and a window. It's a 10 out of 10. Now moving to the bedroom, which is an okay size and has 2 windows. And it looks like the windows don't open directly on the road, so I'm hoping it will reduce potential noise. Another bonus is the communal garden at the back. However, one small red flag is the bin that is literally in front of the main window. That's something that could potentially be a deal breaker for me, or I would negotiate the price down because of this inconvenience. If you are interested in this property, I would advise to carefully check how bothersome the view and smell are in the flat, before even considering applying. But on the bright side, this flat is super modern and very close to public transport. We're going the opposite direction now. I found a great option in East London. This flat is advertised at £1,450 a month and we are in East London in Woolwich. It's an 8-minute walk from Woolwich station on the Elizabeth line, so it is very convenient if you work in Canary Wharf. The building has a 24-hour concierge team and the flat we are looking at is on the 6th floor. It has an open kitchen, which is pretty basic, but it has everything you need and it is practical. There is storage, counter space, and a proper stove oven. However, it looks like there is only a small fridge, or maybe it's not integrated and would need to be added somewhere. And there is a washing machine, but it is in the hallway. Which I'm not against. At least you can close the door and you won't have to suffer through the loud spinning noise each time you put a wash on. I am very intrigued by this raised floor in the main room. But then it looks like it's aligned with the balcony, so is it just for style? If you have any suggestion that would explain this weird room, please share it in the comment. I would love to understand. Anyway, moving to the rest of the flat, the bedroom is a decent size and has a big window, and the bathroom is very spacious, with a bath, a big mirror, and a big shelf to put your stuff. Overall, I think this flat looks good. Modern building, good transport links, and it looks clean and practical. I'm still not sure what's going on with the raised floor, but apart from that, it's a nice flat for the price. Because we need to remember that usually for this price, you'll mostly see studios. And if you want to see what kind of studio this budget will get you, that's exactly the topic of this video. I'll show you 7 options so you can compare. The next place is the smallest of today's selection, and actually, I wasn't sure if I should include it or not. It's a flat listed at £1,350 a month and it is in North London in Cricklewood. It's an 8-minute walk from Kilburn Station, which is in Zone 2, and it is super close to the high street. But as I just said, it's not big at all. It's 20 square meters or 220 square feet, which is usually the size of a studio. But here we have a separate sleeping area. I won't say this is an actual bedroom because it's not even 6 square meters. But anyway, let's take the tour. The main room has a tiny kitchen and a small sofa. The kitchen is definitely not ideal, but it does have a bit of storage, a proper oven, and a washing machine. The fridge is in this random spot in the middle of the room, so it's not ideal. The bathroom is actually okay. It's not big, but you have space to breathe, and it has a window which is good for ventilation. And finally, the bedroom. There is space for a bed and a wardrobe, nothing more. I wanted to show you this place because even though it is tiny, it is in line with the average studio that you will find at this price. But it offers 2 separate spaces, so I thought it was worth a look. Actually, in this neighborhood, I regularly see smaller studios advertised at the same price, if not more. So in the current market, it could be an option if you want to live centrally with a limited budget. I hope this was useful. Let me know in the comments what budget I should focus on next. And if you want to see what else you can get for £1,500, I have another selection available here.